Hello, Masters. The Master Ra is here to actually, Master Ra is pouring his wisdom to us in this way. Master Ra has channeled into me and has given a message like, the world you are living in is filled up with beauty, only beauty. As the beings here are running down in their life, they are missing the beauty. They are very busy tying up themselves into nothing and feeling the nothing as everything. The visions are completely blank. The sight of their vision is actually very powerful, but they are suppressing themselves with the so-called conscious of this world, which misleads from the truth and the inner. So, I wish the beings of the earth to be cautious and filled with awareness. The awareness in the work that we are in helps at any of the moments to get connected to the intellect. It helps the being in knowing about the self. Always be compassionate in completing the assigned work. The work you're into always tells you what you are. Indulging yourself into any work completely reflects the real you. Be within, not just the world that you see or visualize is true. But when you travel within, being the self is the only truth. We all are here for a cause. Know first about you. See within. Be with yourself. Travel into your inner. Then you could know everything around you, everything beyond you see. That is the outer world. And finally, you could actually know what you are. Why are you here? What all the work you are into, and so on. So, the message from Master Ra is see within, to know and to be with the self, which is ultimate, is the message from Master Ra. And a few more messages that I would like to share with you, as I have got these messages from different masters. Krishna, when we were into meditation and we were into the conscious of Krishna, the conscious of Krishna actually helps us in releasing all the negative qualities, unnecessary things that have been accumulated in us. And when we were meditating, the Krishna conscious has given us a connectivity with the 19 energy bands. What are those energy bands for? Those energy bands are, each and every band of energy is the one to eradicate or to release the negative sense in us, and so that we can be able to be with the oneness and stay in awareness, masters. This is what Master Krishna, the Krishna conscious, gives us. The Krishna conscious gives us the 19 energy bands. Each and every energy band is related to one thing which has to be eradicated. And I'll just tell you about the 19 qualities or the obstacles that we put in ourselves. So the 19 qualities or unnecessary things that we have into us are: the first one is emotions. These emotions can be eradicated, or these unnecessary emotions can be cleared by giving a knowledge of untying the emotions. Next is ignorance. This can be rectified with the fulfilled knowledge or abilities. The darkness. This can be eradicated by walking in a path of divine light with filled light energy, eradicating the darkness. Next is anger. For this anger, the energy band gives a support of the management of the anger to very less time, so that it would not have any feel inside. And the situation that we're into is completely forgotten. That is, we can make our mind calm. Next is the negative quality. The negative quality can be cleared or eradicated with the knowledge, the energy of light, creating a conscience of the qualities. Negative thought. This can be cleared with the knowledge of the thought power and the consequences known, so that the thought is released in a right way. Hatredness. Filled with love and energy and able to know the effects and affects of the spiritual growth with the quality. Next is selfishness. This can be cleared by, actually, with the selfishness, it ceases the spiritual growth. So, we are educated on this and clear the barriers. Aggression. Aggression can be cleared with the filled in energies, rising the affection and friendliness. And intolerance. Intolerance can be cleared by filling in the energies of stability and putting down the intolerance. Worries. The worries that actually arise inside make our mind to act as a full rage, and it stops the connectivity with the intellect. So a conscious which makes the mind calm so that the worries are stopped will help us to clear this worries. Ego. Ego is a very calm and very powerful negative quality that puts any meditator down, unknown to even him or her. So we fill in with the sensefulness to know themselves and come out of it. Sad or grief. One without proper knowledge always fills in with the sadness. Filled with the right knowledge of happy energies of spiritualness can help us to overcome this. And the false wish or the negative wishes. Filling with the positiveness of rising the self without the negative thought of suppressing anyone or anything, and putting down the self. And also talking in such a way that we make someone down. The down talks. Criticizing the self or the others is also one of the most negative qualities that arise to make us down in spirituality. So, pouring wisdom, raising the confidence of the self helps us. Impatience. Impatience leads to hasty decisions. Without the interaction of the inner or the intellect. So raise the energies of the inner so that it is connected always to the intuitions arise inside. The next is unaware. Lack of awareness is the one which pushes us into darkness. So arise the conscious of awareness. The next comes is a wrong way of monitoring. This can be cleared by filling in the energies of the conscious, which helps us to tend towards, not to tend towards the false impressions, and help to rise up the self, understanding the right things in the right way. And the next and the last one is misleading or wrong way of proceeding. Always fill up with the conscious, filled with energies and knowledge, able to awaken the self and make to lead a right way. These are the 19 unnecessary qualities or the obstacles that we fulfill inside. And these can be totally eradicated with the conscious of Lord Krishna. With the conscious of Lord Krishna, the 19 energy bands enter into us, clearing each and everything from the roots. And actually, when we were into meditation, there was a message from the Markandeya Loka. As we were into meditation, I could see a boat on the ocean, and the boat was on the ocean where it was very deep, the deepest part of the ocean. And there was a roll of some threads, and a camera was tied to it. The camera is rolled and it was pushed into the waters. So I thought of, why can't I travel with the camera so that I could able to see everything inside? So I have just traveled. All of a sudden, after it has traveled a very large distance, all of a sudden there I have seen a very big crocodile coming towards it, and it has bit the camera into pieces. I asked, who are you, master? Why were you here? And why did you do this? The master told, I am the master Marthand. I am the master Marthand, and I'm here for protection. And I asked him, let me come with you and see the total inner and the depth of the ocean. The master agreed, and I have traveled with the master. As I was traveling, we were very deep into the ocean. And finally, when we have reached the deepest point, then I could see that there was a gateway from there. What was the gateway for? So I've just traveled from that. And I have reached the Matsya Loka from there. The Matsya Loka, when I have been there, I could sense or I could hear very rare sounds which I have never ever listened. And also the energies were so high. The energies and the sounds have filled the total happiness into me. And having that blissfulness from that Loka, I can travel back and asked Master Marthanda that why are you not allowing anyone to know what is inside here? Because the gateway is not ever seen by anyone. That can be viewed only with the inner conscious. Then the Marthanda master told me to look around. Then when we have looked around, what I could see is some rocks, some big rocks and pebbles. And Master Marthanda was speaking this way. You people feel this as a treasure, and when you enter here, you will try to drag it up or make it into pieces, break it into pieces, and take everything, whatever it's here with you. That gives the imbalance to the Mother Earth. This was giving the balance, and the balance that was giving was from the Markandeya Loka beneath it. It was the Markandeya Loka which was supporting so that the waters stand. in a right way, helping each and every earth being, giving life and the stability of the planet Earth. Then we all traveled to Markandeya Loka again, and we could see that there was a very big snake that has surrounded all of us, and also a snake was arised, a small snake from the foot, twining around, and its hood was placed on our head. And it told us that these energies, this conscious, will always help you in cleansing each and every moment. Why? This cleansing helps you to get through into your work without any obstacles, which helps in the ascension of this world. This was experience from the Markandeya Loka. And these are the experiences that I have, and these are the messages that I have got today in meditation. Thank you, Masters.